so here we are in one of the dungeons we wanted to run. Ooh, there's a lure stone. Definitely glad we jumped into this one. Always make an exception to find lore stones. We're near the end, but I'm pretty sure we've at least got a few more lore stones that we need to get. We finished the alabaster, which gives us 4% damage, which is awesome. There's Claricon. God, those I know we destroyed. We got Amara, which is critical hit damage magic. I don't really use that. So Bale's like the final major dungeon. That's 10% mana and health, which is cool, but eh. So yeah, so we're missing 3. It says fall, but they say autumn on the map. So we have 3 more fall / autumn. We still have 1 more winter. What was the other thing I wanted to know? So status lore stones. And then you can kind of check which is nice. So when you get them, you know, like most games, when you find an item, no matter where, you know, you get them in order. With the lore stones, you don't get if you have to find them in order, basically. So the fact that we have the 3 ending ones means that we found all the ones up to this point, which is good. I love some of the graphical issues with the heads. It's awesome.
Tell me of this, Aethel. The light of water emblazoned upon the wall. It poured with a multitude of souls of peace. Escaped the well and flowed the pattern. It will forever sing the twilight of ethereal harmony. Balance moved.
Now this is the one that kind of splits into a few different entrances and exits. So we'll like pop out of each one and see what happens. Actually, we're gonna pop out of the other one first because I think this one leads us to another, or at least near another dungeon that I want to check out. But while we're here, we can at least dispel, or better yet, disarm these traps. I'm very curious how much money we're gonna end up at the end of this, because I think we're up to 14 million. Yeah, almost 15. Yeah, it's surprising how few things cost money in this game, and how much you can get. Like even upgrading your houses and stuff doesn't cost that much money. You would think upgrading a house or the keep or the castle would cost a lot more than it actually did. It'd be really cool in the if in the final DLC they make, they give you some kind of incentive, something like either think like a really cool stash house, but it costs an obscene amount of money. So that way people who have amassed millions of dollars could just spend all their money. That would be cool. I doubt it, but it'd be fun. Hopefully with the new DLC, they'll, yes, that's what I'm thinking of. really no point going back, honestly. Question is, this is the thing that matters, was that Autumn Lore Stone? Yes, okay. So there's 2 more after this point, and there's plenty more dungeons to go through. Well, you know what I mean. There's a few more dungeons that we haven't gone through yet. Yeah, and even that dungeon, it was super tiny, and really the only point to go into that dungeon was the Lore Stone. That was the only thing that was really there. So there's a cave up here that I think actually might lead into another cave and out another path, but the name at least suggests that it's the only entrance to this cave. Yeah, see, so I think there's another entrance. That goes somewhere else, but we'll find out. I still love this aesthetic. I would totally rock a house that looks like this. Any and every day of the week, let's put it that way. Bet your sprites are gonna attack me. No, really? No? Oh, okay. I really need to go the other way. And you'll find someone to commission making some LED lights for me that look like these crystals. I think that would be killer. Water everywhere, but not enough to actually swim in. These look like scab eggs, but I guess they could be merkin eggs too. These can't be scabs here because it's not part of the DLC, but yep, merkin. Knew something would trigger if I went far enough. But it needs to die. All babies. Only no giant fish heads spawning babies on me. I mean, there's gonna be mergans up here. Mergans everywhere, but not a drop to drink. I guess if you didn't want to do, like, the one quest to get rid of all the archers and stuff. Ah, see, I knew there'd be some people up here somewhere. And a quest. Sweet. Yeah, but I guess if you didn't want to do, like, the one quest where you had to go through and kill all the archers and sorcerers, and go the brute force kind of way through this area, you could have just taken the cave back way.
What do you want? I am surprised to see a mortal so far south, especially after what your kind has done. Before, there was balance. The great cycle cradled us all. Now there is only death and despair. Vareth was right about you. Your mortality is contagious.
Jesus. Tell me more about yourself.
I am from the clan of Ashmore. After our home was destroyed, I went looking for survivors. These few remaining Fae I found in hiding, but I cannot guide them out of danger without aid.
How can I help?
Hoping to assuage your mortal guilt? Of this I care not. But you have come at a fortuitous time. The Alfar armies bar any crossing their lines, stranding us here to die. But there is another route. The caverns lead north, taking us right under the Alfar without them even knowing. But the way is very dangerous. Our people will not wait much longer, and some have already gone on their own. I must help these remaining to escape, even if I die to make it so.
Noble enough. What is there to fear?
The caverns of Twilight Pass were long ago seized by the Mergen. Their queens block the passages, spawning more of the beasts to hunt us down if we venture too close. It is a blessing that we've evaded them this long.
I'll help.
You are, by my reckoning, a step closer to absolution. No sins are entirely unforgivable, not even those of mortals. Come, the tunnel is not long, but my people are weak and unfit for combat, and the Mergen are clever. Let's go.
You're so weak and frail. Why are you running ahead?
Not now.
People are dumb. They're gonna get eaten.
Watch your back.
Do a hidden object there. Come down. I wonder if I can take him to my camping friend.
On behalf of the Ashmore survivors, I thank you, mortal. Now go. Others need you still.
We know of Baris.
He was the wisest of us, the sage of Twilight Pass. His first lifetimes were spent as a House of Seasons guide, learning to trust the flow of the great cycle, to listen. but I have not glimpsed Barrett since the attack, and I fear for his safety. If you journey to Aventide, find him, for me.
What do you know?
Now that the survivors have made it safely out of the cave, I will be staying with them to do whatever it takes to protect them.
Where's Eventide?
At one time, the clan of Aventide thrived, until the Tuatha marched through the pass, slaughtering its people and razing its places.
What about Gadflow?
It sickens me to think of all the destruction and malice he has brought to our people. Someday, he will be overcome. Perhaps I suppose it is possible by a mere child of dust such as you.
And Gask?
So Gask is no longer a threat to us. I commend you, mortal. You are far more valuable to our cause than I had thought.
What about the House of Seasons?
It was one of the 3 summer houses tending to Fae memorials to prepare them for their renewal on this land. I don't know what has become of it now.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of that one. What about Twilight Pass?
Tuatha controlled the whole area. It saddens me to think how many of our land's treasures they have taken by now. See you again.
Where guys? Oh, they went up that way. Okay. Cool with me. See, so there are random reasons to go in these tunnels. There's just no reason to get in the tunnel, but once you're in the tunnel, there's a reason to be there. Like the first one we explored, we kind of passed up, had a stealth trainer in it. Who was even like, yeah, no one ever finds me in here, so I hide in here. Why are you in here? No one has a reason to come in here. And you're like, right, I didn't have a reason to come in here. I came anyway, though. And if I had my stealth up a little bit more, I could have trained with her. But one of those ones I didn't put many points in. And the second one we went to kind of like branched off into a bunch of different areas for you. But again, the biggest draw for that was a lore stone. So you can complete the lore stone sets. And then this one, obviously, had a quest in it. So there's a reason to go in these caves, just not... There's a reason in the cave, there wasn't a reason to go to the cave, if you know what I mean. Because most of the quests send you to a particular cave. Where did that spit us out? Yeah, see, this says mine. Whereas the other entrance said cave or cavern. So I thought they might be the same, but I wasn't 100% sure. So, Konya is the one we haven't gone to yet. One of the other ones we haven't gone to yet, I should say. What is that? Oh, that's one that requires a key of some kind. Task-related objective. It's weird that it's marked way over there. I guess it is the other end of the tunnel we just came out of. Tryman said we've already cleared 2 of the caves we need to go through, but I think there was like 6. I guess you can't count 1 because it was the end of the other one. I guess less than 6. I don't know, we'll find out. This one I don't think has another entrance to it, at least not one that I've seen. another mission already. I like it. And a hidden wall with some treasures. And guys, if you like loot in this game, get that detect hidden skill up.
You there. Help a friend out, won't you? There's a release for this cage on a wall there.
Sure.
I am called Ordo. You have my thanks, stranger. I was beginning to worry that no one would ever come, that I would stare at these same walls until I was drawn behind the veil.
So who are you?
I was an apprentice to Bareth during his astounding work with the beasts. Wishing to move out of his shadow and to prove my own worth, I set out to explore the world. What I found, who I found, it was all so unexpected.
What's your story with Barith?
He was a respected member of the Eventide clan. Bareth was working with the Mergen, striving to understand them. I foresaw he would have little use for an apprentice once his work with the Mergen was complete.
What about Eventide?
Most of my clan were slain outright, their screams spiraling into the great cycle like smoke. I believe my master Bareth survived along with his apprentice, Nell. I had already left Eventide, and would have escaped Twilight Pass altogether but for my desire to visit with Mora. It will be worth it. I know it will.
What about this place?
It existed in Twilight Pass long before Ashmore and Eventide, and even before the House of Vengeance and our Grand Winter Court. Wekkenai's magic is wild and deep.
Okay, so why are you down here?
Because I am an unfortunate creature upon whom luck has never smiled. But I meant to change all of that, to turn failure into fortune. How was I going to do this? Her name is Mora Challen, and she is a Fate Weaver. I met her while exploring the deep ruins of Wekkenai, and we made a deal. I returned to Eventide to retrieve items that might break the curse upon her, and was almost returned to her when the Tuatha waylaid me. Unlucky, see.
Sounds like it. What do you know of Mara?
Mora has promised to change my fate, and to aid me in seeking a new ballad. A telling worth singing for all the coming ages. Perhaps she will help you too.
What's here in Wekkenai?
The Fate Weaver Mora Challen resides in the Great Chamber, imprisoned in her home by the Tuatha. I encountered her there when exploring. She has made a bargain with me. If I help her escape, she will help me alter my fate. No longer will misfortune plague me.
I'll help.
This pleases me. Wekkenai is a vast, cavernous ruin, and finding Mora in its depths is a task better fit for two. Let us go.
Wekkenai, it's a weird name.
She's imprisoned in the Great Chamber far below the surface. The Mergen will seek to stop us, but a bit of force will turn them back. Right.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's go.
How about you count your jets? We got loots to get. See, they say autumn, not fall. It's weird. I guess if you're gonna come back this way, obviously. Cool with me. You gonna follow, bro? Or you gonna stay back there?
Let's go.
And you did find it. And that is your curse? The Arathi are gone. Upon these shattered ribs of early cities, they've left no mark. No name, no prayer, no secret word, no promise of return, no warning cry, no tale of a lonely death. What message might they have left, scratched in this antique stone, soft as a dusty grave? The peace of the Arathi returns the lifeblood of magic. They are the ultimate deceivers, the opposite of that which they appear. I saw their true form revealed there, a horrible, chaotic monstrosity, as foul and terrible as I once thought wondrous. My entire life spent chasing this dream. There was the truth before me. We are alone. There is nothing to save us. No greater things than the things we wreak.
Dude, my son is not having it this morning. He is screaming bloody murder. No one takes bets at what twist this is gonna take.
It is as I feared. The door to the great chamber has been locked and warded. Give me a moment and I will see what I can do. Keep a watchful eye for Mergen. It would be a pity for our journey to end here. Right.
Reach the Great Chamber. As much as I like doing quests, the whole reason coming here was the last lore stones, because I think we only have one more of the autumn set. Here. And then we literally have the last winter and those 5, which should all be in the last dungeon. Because I would assume the last winter one would be like right there with Gadflow. Deal because it doesn't happen often, but still annoying. There she is. But I need to loot up a little bit first, just because I can. RNG is real. Like, if I was to make a game, let's put it that way, and I had super hard chests to dispel, I would at least try to weight them a little bit, just a little bit, where the items would be better, and you would never only get one reagent from a super hard to dispel chest. That just seems a little, you know what I mean? Seems a little like, eh. Like, I got more out of the very easy to dispel one.